I am feeling so pretty. Have boundaries. It is okay to say no. It is okay to say no, and I'm here to affirm you. It is okay to say no. Tush, like wako tuna hata test ya kuchagua nguo za mtush. Mboko kwa like nyinyi mko na do, nyinyi mko na kakitu. Hawa ni watu wenye hata kamera imewakubali. Boys and girls, men and women, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sorority Talk KE. This is a space created by Wamboi to help women like you and myself define our bold, elegant, and futuristic identities. Hapa niko so comfortable by the I think it's a high time to tanza kuzoea his side. Yeah, it's a high time to zoea his side. His side niko more comfortable than the other side that nilikuanga natumia ya kurecord. But either way, karibuni sana kwenye Sorority Talk KE. This is a space created by me, Wambo. Yeah, we're just talking about life and everything. Life, men, women, money. You get, yeah, we're talking about mindset. Like, we're talking about everything. And thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in my job. Thank you for liking my content. Let me tell you one thing, the magic of liking. You see, the more you like, the more it is being recommended by to other channels, to other accounts, to other accounts. So please like to in as much as you're not watching like till the end, okay, click just like, yeah, so like and like again and again and like again and like again and again. Anyway, thank you for liking. Tell a friend to tell a friend about what we're doing. Thank you so much for the love that you're showing Sorority Talk KE. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. So in my last episode we're talking about vitu zenye then and now, my life before 25 and during 25, and yeah, happy birthday to me. I had a very good one. Hope pia uli celebrate birthday yako vizuri, na kama utawatch hii video na huja celebrate your birthday bado, ama ulisha celebrate your birthday, ama utawai kuja celebrate birthday, happy birthday to you. We love you, we celebrate you, and we see you, and we heart you, okay? Yeah, okay? Yeah, and we love you so much. So today's video we're talking about things that I'm unlearning. Hey, things that I'm unlearning. Unajua kuna vile tuligrow up tukijua Dairyland sayo kuna ile mkebe for everything. Mkebe ya kuweka nini itango aje, mkebe ya kuweka pegs, mkebe ya kuweka sukuma kwa fridge, mkebe ya kuweka ugali kibaki. You get? So sisi tume grow up tukijua by the way hiyo mkebe ya ice cream, hiyo mkebe ya blue band yenye imeisha, ukiangalia kwa fridge kidogo unapata githeri, kidogo unapata ugali, kidogo sijui unapata nini. Ukiangalia sijui kama nyinyi mlikuwa mnaekewa tu dawa yenye tumeisha, hiyo container yenye dawa imeisha, hiyo container inaoshwa alafu mnaeka sukari. Sijui if it ever happened to you, well, let me tell you Maina, being raised in an African household, like easy in everyday scenes, yeah. And then to grow up, and then another thing, like I grow up knowing, like nime grow up nikijua ni ati poverty ni kukosa pesa. Sasa juhuna pesa wewe you're poor. Well, of course kukosa pesa pia you're poor kwa sababu kukosa pesa nao ni shida, but these are some of the things that I'm unlearning. Lynn Ngugi anasemanga life is a cycle of learning, unlearning, and relearning. So these are some of the things that in my big age I am unlearning. Number 1, poverty is a mindset. Kuna watu wenye tu wako na do, lakini tukiangalia vile wanakoko like, yes, atukatai uko na pesa lakini mbona una behave hivi? Atukatai uko na pesa lakini hapana. Like uko na pesa, yes, unaweza afford hiyo LCY kiki. Unaweza afford Vivo, unaweza afford kuimport manguo, unaweza afford Shein, unaweza afford kila kitu. Lakini unafanya nini kwa hizo manguo za 20 bob? Na mko na do kwenyu. Sema eti kuvaa nguo za 20 bob na maisha hamna do, but kuna watu wengine tu poverty is apana. Mkona do but apana. Like poverty is a mindset, you get? Poverty is a mindset. Hakuna time utafika mahali useme ati sasa mpua. Imagine they are very poor people. Like kuna watu wenye tu hawana kakitu completely, but the way they dress, the way they talk, the way they present themselves, mboko kwa like this person is rich. Na ukiangalia like mfuko yake hana do, like they do not have tall relatives. like parents wao hawana kitu kubwa ya kushow, hawana big investments, but if you look at them how they present themselves, vile wameshuka, hata kama ni nguo za mtush, like wako tu na hata taste ya kuchagua nguo za mtush, mbona uko like nyinyi mko na do, nyinyi mko na kakitu. Hawa ni watu wenye hata kamera imewakubali. So one of the things that I'm unlearning is that poverty is a mindset. Me kitabu ni kwa tu the fact that you living in Kibera uko poor. Imagine the people who are living in Kibera but they are very wealthy. And by what I'm not necessarily talking about kwa na mula, but I'm also talking about your mindset. You can be having a very rich mindset na unaishi kwa ghetto. Unaweza kuwa na mindset rich kabisa na unaishi kwa slum. Unaweza kuwa na mindset poor na unaishi sijui esto. Like for example, sijui kama ushaenda kwa plot ya mtu, alafu uko na vile huyo mtu ame-maintain nyumba yake. Like hiyo nyumba iko na carpet, unajua hata kama ni PVC carpet, hiyo nyumba imeoshwa, hiyo nyumba iko na tumaua. Unaangalia tu mtu kwa like wewe hata kama sahi hapa ndio uko, I can guarantee you this is not your destination, because even the way you're presenting yourself, the way environment yako umeiweka, you like una detest kabisa that like that place that you are in at that specific moment. The same unaweza ingia kwa nyumba ya mtu uangalie bro uko na pesa lakini mbona nyumba yako haijakuwa maintained. Yeah, so for me poverty is a mindset. There is no point at utafika useme no I'm rich, provided your mindset is poor, like provided your mindset is scarce. No way. Plus you might also be having like a small money, ama uko tuna salary kidogo but uko na abundance mindset, like I'm not going to lack anything, I'm gonna spend my salary but tomorrow itajipa, like I will not spend. Are we together up to that point? So for me, one of the things that I'm unlearning is that poverty is a mindset. You might be having the money but unakani kama mtu hauna. Na bado unaweza kuwa na kakitu ukaeni kama mtu mwenye kwa na kakitu and I own the world, na unaweza kosa kakitu lakini ukaeni kama the world belongs to you. So for me poverty is a mindset. It's not like a destination. Ati sasa sahi no, poverty is a mindset, number one. And then number two, my mindset is my life. Whatever you think you become, you get. So you see venye tunaambiwa avoid negative self talks, sijui avoid belittling beliefs. Imagine ni kweli every time you look at yourself uko like ai Vero when ifala, ai Vero you cannot do it, ai Vero there are people who can do it better than you. Your poverty is your your mindset is your life. Whatever you put your mind into, trust me, you can achieve it. The other day I was sharing on my status ati you see the way kuna hii theory inaitangwa the red car theory. So say ukienda kwa barabara ukiangalia uko like unaona tu silver, black, white, Range Rovers, Mercedes, whatever. But sasa alafu gari moja red ipite. So ukifika tuseme kwa ofisi ama mali unaenda mtu akuulize na umepatana na magari ngapi za red. So akili yako hata itakuwa hapo kwa like hata sijiona gari ya red ama maybe nimeona tu moja. But now ukitoka hapo huyo mtu akwambie every time you spot a red car na kupatia $1 ama 1000, macho yako itakuwa hivi kwa barabara. Uko like iko pia red car ndio like utakuwa unaona zingine mpaka red nyingine hata ujui ni color red, ini red ama ni orange, una get. So whatever that means, whatever you put your mind into you can achieve. If at all every time you look at yourself you're like Vero you cannot do anything good, Vero you are good for nothing, Vero there is nothing that you can achieve, Vero Vero sijui nini, you make one small mistake alafu every time uko like you're overthinking about that small mistake, you forget that your mistakes do not define you, you define the mistakes and then you learn from the mistakes. So your mindset is your life. Stay away from negative talking people, stay away from toxicity, do not intoxicate your thoughts. The fact that umefumble once does not mean do not mark time hapo kwa your dirt. Are we together up to that point? So shift your mindset. Yeah, shift your mindset, have a positive mindset. Unajua watu wawili wanaweza kuwa wana undergo the same challenge but wana perceive it in two different ways. Kuna mwingine anaangalia anasema hii mashida na heri nikufe kwa shida, but kuna mtu mwingine anaenda go the same problem ako like you know what, this is just a phase of my life, this is not my real life, like right now I'm down but I'm not out. So your mindset is everything. Whatever you put your mind into you can achieve it. So if you can dream it you can achieve it. Yeah, so do not have limiting beliefs, do not talk ill about yourself hata kama ni jokes. Okay, so do not look at yourself like, Aki, I'm so ugly. Aki, there are people who can do better than me. Yes, there are people who can do better than you, but that does not mean that you cannot do something good out of yourself. Ama, you cannot do something for yourself. Ama, for the community, you can as well do something good. So yeah, do not entertain negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is toxic and poisonous. One of my very good friends told me self-pity is pathetic. Hakuna time ya woye azi. Ukiona kama unaweza fanya kitu, fungue biashara ifail, fungue ingine ifail, fungue ingine ifail, but at the end of the day moja tu ita succeed. Nata is supposed to succeed, at least you tried. Excuse me. Yeah. And then number 3, so number 1, I've said poverty is a mindset. Number 2, my mindset is my life. Like, do not entertain negative self-talks whatsoever. And then number 3, I would rather be alone than being with the wrong people. Heri nikai peke yangu. Heri ni host hii podcast peke yangu kuliko ni host na watu wenye tutaboyana, na watu wenye dreams zangu na zao hazialign, na watu mission yangu na vision yao hazipatani. Kikuyu tunasemanga moe ikaria dare bara, mtu mwenye amejikalisha peke yake hana vita. I'd rather be alone rather than shrink myself to fit somewhere. I'd rather stay by myself rather than stay where I'm not accepted, where I'm not loved. I'd rather be by myself. I'd rather be by myself rather than be with people who do not appreciate me. I don't know if it's just you, if at all. Sijui kama kuna time unakanga hivi kwa like, hey, this friendship is giving the high school vibes. Unakumbuka zile high school ya two clicks, alafu kwa hiyo click kuna ring leader. Sijui kama mshekwa na such energy every time you're hanging out with a certain group of friends. So when it happened to me, I told myself, imagine what is the worst that can happen if mkienda hai kuna tembea peke yako? What is the worst thing that can happen if you're posting yourself all the time? What is the worst thing that if at all you're journaling, telling yourself how your day was, you get, instead of telling people who do not even care, or people who do not mind. So I'll rather be by myself rather than be with the wrong group of people. Sababu your environment your environment influences your life somehow. You get, so kama uko in a intoxicated environment, ama you are entertaining intoxicated friends, imagine that is exactly how you will grow. Do not expect to grow different. Birds of the same feather flock together. So just be by yourself. If you feel like that group of people cost like your mental health, ama your finances, ama just generally being you, or rather you're being so misunderstood by those people and they're not taking a time to understand you or to hear your point of view, just be by yourself. What is that can happen if you be by yourself? Nothing. Kwani ni kesho. Yeah. So be alone. One of the things that I'm unlearning is being alone is not bad. It's okay. Being alone is okay. Unajua sijui kama mlikuanga na ule neighbor mwenye amefence nyumba yake na mawe, alafu juu akamwaga like zile chupa zimevunjika, ama hata akaweka barbed wire, ama hata akaweka electric fence, like defining boundaries. You get, the same way right now Uhuru Park is not easily accessible as it used to be Kitambo, but look at how clean it is right now. Unajua sasa hata kutoka kwa mbali uko like, wow, that's a park. Kitambo ilikuwa tu inakani kama ni field. So that is the power of boundaries, and I feel like the moment that you stay by yourself, you're able to define your boundaries. And let me tell you one thing, the most dangerous kind of person or to ever exist is a woman who can build her own table without necessarily depending on other people. I understand that asking for help is feminine and asking for help is good and it's healthy for women, but at the same time, just understand that you'll rather do it by yourself rather than ask for help from the wrong group of people. Are we together up to that point? So define your boundaries. It is okay to say no. In fact, your no should be as bold as your yeses, and no itself is a complete sentence. You're gonna hurt people, but you'll rather hurt them rather than keep hurting yourself. Are we together up to that point? Yeah. So the other thing that I'm unlearning is that I'll rather be by myself. Si lazima tukuwe na company all the time. Yeah. Alafu number 4, have boundaries. I am feeling so pretty. Have boundaries. It is okay to say no. It is okay to say no, and I'm here to affirm you. It is okay to say no. Jana Kinuthia kuna chama lukanga nasema 30th birthday yake, in the beginning of this year alienda solo trip Dubai, and kuna one of the stories alikuwa nasema if at all nilienda solo trip Dubai, like ali realize that hakuna kitu haizi fanya akiwa peke yake. Last year bado nikisikiza the big six, Celestine Dinda alikuwa anasema kuna tema likachini alikuwa na apply tenders za gava na and she actually got that tender. Sijui ni ngapi ama ni gani, but alipatiwa tender. Alafu akakuja kurealize akona so much power that sometimes she does not need to keep asking for help. And I feel like that is, boundaries are limitless. Master your boundaries. Kwa sababu the moment that you feel like every time you want to tag somebody, you're becoming codependent on this other person. Like kama sasa inakuwa ni parasitical type of friendship. And I feel like the moment that unajua kama parasite inakujanga tu inakukula umeiruhusu kwako lakini hata ijali. I feel like the moment that you lack boundaries, you become a parasite, or rather you're allowing parasites in your life. So just have boundaries. Freedom begets freedom, and it is okay to say no. Okay, fine, let's just use the example of the Bible. Unajua kwa Bible tunasemanga Jesus is knocking at the door of our hearts. Like if you open, I will come in and dine with you. Okay? So if you do not open, I will not force myself into you. Imagine. So if at all God himself ana respect boundaries zetu, who are you to stay without boundaries? If at all your creator is respecting your boundaries, alafu tunaambiwa God wana respect the human will. Ukisema umtaki abishani. So I feel like master your boundaries. Like one of the things that I'm unlearning is boundaries. You're being powerful and you're taking charge of your life. And one of the things about having boundaries is the same way like I'm having a wall. Like say kuna wall, like if at all you want to peep, here you claim kwa your wall ama knock into my gate, but sikuruhusu to, like you cannot just access me evil. And I feel like kuna watu wengine pia wako na hizo boundaries, and I feel like hata pia mimi the same way niko na hiyo wall na niko na boundaries, I'm also called and it is my obligation to respect other people's boundaries. If at all mine have to be respected, I have to respect other people's boundaries. And there's so much pain in hearing a no from somebody that you're expecting to hear a yes, but I'll tell you, if at all that no is satisfying them, and if at all that no is making them happy and it's fulfilling them, I feel like that no itself is a good no. Yeah, period. Ukisema no inahatingi mtu, but at the end of the day uko like yeah, najua inakuhat, lakini either way no, respect has to be there. So one of the things that I'm unlearning ni kuwa na boundaries. And I feel like for a girl who grew up as a people's pleaser, hey, boundaries have come like in handy. I've cosaned with a lot of people by just standing my ground and saying, you know what, this does not sit well with me. I'm gonna be bold as I was created to be, but if at all now you're feeling offended because I told you no, that's on you. Because you it's not fair that una expect mimi nisifeel vibaya ukiniambia no, but sasa wewe unataka kufeel vibaya je nimekwambia no. Yeah. And then finally, life is a cycle of learning, unlearning, and relearning. Okay. Another thing that I'm unlearning is that you can have meaningful conversations with people without necessarily being chaotic and being dramatic. There's so much power in communication and communicating. Unaweza kuwa innocent, but the fact that hujui kujitetea inafanya ukae guilty. Unaweza kuwa uko guilty, but juu umejitetea vizuri unakani kama uko innocent, and vice versa. So I feel like one of the things that I'm also unlearning is that it is okay to speak up. It is okay to own my words. It is okay to own my life. And this life belongs to me, you get. And in life aina manual. My manual is mine. If you want to use my manual, fine. But we learn from the experiences of others, and being a good communicator, dressing well, smelling nicely, taking care of yourself as a person will take you places that not even education and your academic papers will ever take you. Yeah. And lastly, this is not something that I've learned or I'm unlearning or I'm relearning. This is something that I've always known. What is yours will find you. So do not ever fight for a spot in the table. If at all you are meant to be on that table, trust you me, opportunity yenyewe itajileta wewe ukae kwa hiyo table. But otherwise, do not fight, do not compete, do not compare yourself to other people, do not be envious, do not be jealous. What is yours will find you. Until it does find you, you have found me. So like my video, listen till the end, tell a friend to tell a friend. Until next time, do have yourselves a nice time. Kwaheri!